We're doing a swallow study on a dog today at work, and I'm going to take y'all through the process with me because it's kind of a specialty radiology procedure that we don't do that often, and it's kind of cool to show everybody. The actual medical term for this procedure is esophagram, and we're going to use our fluoroscopy unit, which is super cool, and basically takes x-ray videos for us so we can have moving images. We do these studies on a lot of our internal medicine patients that are being seen for chronic regurgitation, if there's any concern for the motility of the esophagus, if there's concern for defects like esophageal diverticulums, things like that. The fluoroscopy unit is kind of a pain to move around. It includes this big tower, which connects via cables to the actual C-arm, which is the part that shoots the x-rays and acquires the images. To go along with the C-arm, we also have this fluorocompatible table. It's a squishy foam, and it's made of completely radiolucent materials. So this part is the tube. This is where the x-ray beams come out of. Our patient will be laying on this table. The beams will go through the patient, through the table. The table will not show up at all. And then the beams hit the plate, which is down here, and this is the part that actually forms the digital image. We do 3 phases. We do a liquid barium administration, we will do soft food, and we will do kibble. Oftentimes when dogs are having regurgitation issues, if there is a motility problem, what we will see is liquids or soft foods will pass easily, but things like kibble may get stuck, they may get pushed back up. So we want to look at a liquid, a soft solid, and a firm solid moving through that esophagus to try and pinpoint what the issue may be. The barium is a radiopaque liquid, which means it shows up brightly on the x-rays. And funny enough, this is human barium, so it's actually strawberry lemon cream flavor. I have tasted it. It doesn't taste too bad. It's a little chalky, but the dogs and cats honestly don't seem to mind eating it, which is nice. To start, we administer liquid barium on its own, but when we give the soft food and the kibble, we also make sure that that is soaked in barium. Some dogs are total gems and will just eat the food right out of my hand. Some are a little less compliant and we end up having to pill the food to them to get them to swallow. The radiation emitted by the fluoro unit is pretty much the highest radiation of any machine I use at work, so we have some special safety clothes that we use. The lead gowns that we wear are 360-degree gowns, so they wrap all the way around my body. I will also wear a lead-lined thyroid shield to protect my neck. We always make sure that we have our dosimetry badges on us, which is what records how much radiation I'm exposed to. And we always wear gloves because our hands are going to be at the edge of the beam holding the dog, and we need to protect ourselves from scatter. For privacy reasons, I couldn't record while we were doing the study, but I will show you the images now that we're all done. For reference, this is the dog's head, this is its cervical spine, this is the scapulas, the humerus. This white tube is the trachea, and the esophagus is a usually empty soft tissue organ that lays on top of that. And so you'll see, as I move through this, the dog is swallowing, and this is a bolus of barium. So I put liquid barium in the dog's mouth, it swallowed it, and then we're gonna watch it move through the esophagus. And as it goes, see it kind of dips down there, and then my doctor actually will push the machine to follow that bolus of liquid through the esophagus all the way to the point where it enters the stomach. So we do the liquid barium twice, and then we do 2 times of canned food or a soft food covered in barium, and then we'll finish up with kibbles because like I had said earlier, depending on what kind of problem they have, various different consistencies of food may or may not pass through. So you see we have this wad of barium covered kibble in the mouth, and then she swallows and it moves down the esophagus in a big blob. And go through into the stomach right there.